Let's get the latest now from your local election headquarters as we bring you more interviews now with the candidates for governor in this crowded Republican primary. There are a total of 6 candidates in the GOP primary, and they'll all be on the debate stage for their final debate this coming Tuesday night. Last week we spoke with Senator Mike Braun and fellow candidate Brad Chambers. This week I sat down with Eric Doden and Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch. We're counting down to this May primary. It's getting closer and closer. Final debate next week. Just how important will this debate be for all of you who are still trying to chase Senator Braun down in the polls?
Well, we'll be speaking to Hoosiers, like we have been, about the issues that are important to them, eliminating the state income tax, helping those that struggle with mental illness and addiction, standing up for the most vulnerable among us, and then modernizing state government and strengthening our families and communities. So, we continue to carry our message out and get it out to Hoosiers, and believe that they will respond at the end of the day. So it is important, but it's no different than what we've been doing.
With Senator Braun ahead, and some polls have had him up 20 or even 30 points, how do you make up that gap in less than a month with so many other candidates in the race kind of all log jammed with you there for second place?
It's kind of interesting. I have to differentiate myself from the other candidates. One, I had the experience at the local and state executive and legislative levels. Unlike any of my opponents, I don't need on-the-job training, so I'm able to hit the ground running. I'm the only candidate that's talking about eliminating the state income tax. I'm the only candidate that said those Hoosiers struggling with mental illness and addiction will be a priority. Those are issues that resonate with Hoosiers. And you know what? Those polls are only right about 60% of the time. They tell you what people are thinking right now, but they aren't predictions of the future, and the only poll that counts is May 7th.
You mentioned the state income tax, your plan to axe the tax. This week, the Chambers campaign said you were, quote, lying to voters, in their words, by saying that this would be the last year Hoosiers would pay the tax. Since you've also said it would have to be phased out, they said you were essentially lying, in their words. What's your response to that?
For one thing, they don't want to eliminate the state income tax, so they're going to attack anything that I say and do. But I tell you what, I will work with the General Assembly, and I've indicated all along it's going to be phased in, but the General Assembly can move in a direction to eliminate it for any particular group of Hoosiers. So it could be the last time that some Hoosiers pay the income tax. But the fact of the matter is, I'm the only one talking about eliminating the state income tax, putting money into Hoosiers' pockets at a time when they're struggling, helping small businesses grow and prosper, and then eventually making Indiana no income tax state, where we will attract workers and attract people to Indiana, because today, Dan, where are they moving? Tennessee, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, who, by the way, all of their GDP and population is growing at greater rates than Indiana. Every time we cut a tax, our revenues grow and our economy grows.
All right, now here's that most recent poll we referenced that had Senator Braun up by about 30 points or more. Other polls have shown him up about 20 points, with Eric Doden battling Lieutenant Governor Crouch for second place. I also spoke with Doden here in our studio this past week. Just how important will this final debate be for all of you who are still trying to chase down Senator Mike Braun in the polls?
I think it's just another great opportunity for voters to interact with our plan and our vision for the people of Indiana, and hopefully they'll tune in and we'll have a really good debate and it'll be helpful to them.
But these last 2 polls had you either 20 or in one case 30 points behind Senator Braun. How do any of you make up the gap in less than a month that's that wide with so many other candidates in the race and kind of all log jammed for second place there?
Well, look, I think, we're seeing a surge in our polling, and we're seeing his decline in his polling. And we just know as people are now starting to pay attention, the undecideds are starting to come forward when they interact with our plan and our vision to restore our small towns, our zero-cost adoption policy. These kinds of policies are really attracting voters, and we're hearing that all over the state. So we're very confident that we're going to have a very successful 3 weeks here.
And you think there's still time to close that gap?
Absolutely.
What will the message be here, your closing message in the final weeks? Is it centered largely on Senator Braun and his record, given the lead he has in this race?
No, it's centered on our vision for Indiana and what we think we can accomplish over the next, 8 years and even beyond, with the kind of energy we're going to produce through restoring our small towns and our main streets, and also having all 13 regions being nationally recognized. We're really excited about where Indiana goes over the next 8 years plus.
I want to ask you more about economic development. It's been a big issue in this campaign. The governor currently in South America this week
on an economic development trip. Some of you have signaled you might take a different approach when it comes to economic development. How would your approach differ from that of our current governor?
Well, I think we have to have a 92 county strategy where communities all over the state of Indiana have a chance to be successful. And for 50 years, we've forgotten about our small towns and the 2.5 million people that live there. So we're going to have a much more focused energy in our economic development on our small towns and making sure they have a chance to be successful and they can attract and retain their kids and grandkids.
And what does that approach, I know you mentioned the small towns a lot, where does that leave some of the efforts to bring big business to some of our larger cities?
Well, look, we're always grateful for the bigger businesses that come, but we also know that when you understand economic development, the growth of the economy comes from small business growth and startups. And so as you begin to restore communities and give opportunities for people to start businesses, that's where the real growth of your economy will come from, and that's what we're going to focus on. We actually are the only candidate that has a plan. You know, we have a plan for not just our small towns, but all 13 regions. We have a plan for Indianapolis to be successful. We have a plan for making sure we have strong families with zero-cost adoption. We have a plan to rein in bureaucracy. We have a plan to help our seniors with property taxes. I mean, there's just plan after plan after plan, and we have other candidates like Mike Braun that are running on name ID and an endorsement, and that's not a plan. And I think as they tune into our plan, they're really attracted to it.
Interview there with Republican candidate Eric Doden. In the meantime, this week we also heard from Governor Holcomb as he wrapped up that trip to Central and South America. We asked what advice he would give his successor on the issue of economic development.
I would say to my successor that this is of paramount importance to make sure that we're growing our own at home, which we are by every metric, small businesses, entrepreneurship, setting records. These trips matter. And that is evidenced every time I take one.